What's up, my brothers and my sisters from another mister? So today we're going to do a comic book review of King Spawn issue number 23. This is where Spawn goes from hunter to hunted. Spawn's deadly battle for survival. Brought to you by Rated Comics. Let's get to it. So previously in King Spawn, Spawn discovers that Cyan's friend Yoku is still alive and has been turned into a living weapon by the Exodus Foundation. So Spawn thought she had died in an unfortunate accident in Japan. He'd gone there to help rescue his best friend's daughter, which he did, but one of the victims of that rescue, part of the collateral damage from that mission was the demise of Cyan's young friend with mysterious powers, Yoku. But now it turns out that the Corporation Exodus, the same entity bent on running Spawn, had been aware of her too. They've been giving her extracted brains to wield her powers on and to meld with. And this is a reference to Spawn issue 276 to 283. It appears to have worked. Those brains are now a part of Yoku's being, and their anger, their hate towards Spawn is as palpable as her own. So when Spawn knew her, she was Cyan's friend in the form of a ghost. She had tried to protect Cyan from a criminal segment of Japan's underworld. In the end, she couldn't. She feels Spawn abandoned Cyan in Japan. So why does she have to die for Spawn's mistake as she unleashed all these ghosts onto Spawn? She loves Cyan as a sister. So we go back to Japan last year. Yoku says she would have done anything to protect Cyan. From the scientist, from the demon Shizumu who killed her first. Then you, King Spawn, and you were jealous at Cyan becoming more powerful than you. And when you killed my murderer, you thought you freed me? No. As I was ascending to the light, you didn't free me, you punished me. I thought I was going up. Everyone who knows you, who trusts you, they won't get rewarded. You know that. They'll all just be punished, just like me, as she falls to her demise. And falls to her demise as she does. How do you think that feels, says Spawn back in present time? Yoku and the ghost she's devoured form into a single union. Then they shatter themselves into glass, implanting their shards in as many possible places on Spawn's body as they can, burying deep inside him, where now he can feel their pain. He's fought hundreds of times against supernatural forces, but as a trained military man, he's always been far more effective in physical battles. But now he's susceptible to those forces when buried inside them. They want him to be his own enemy. This is a whole different mental battle that Spawn's dealing with. Get on your knees, Spawn, because this is something you got to be dealing with. But from the shadows, Sam Burke watches Spawn struggling. Sam doesn't understand the context of what he's hearing, but he knows he needs to help. He sends a ping that he's being trapped, and he sends a pin to Sam's location. So when Sam receives a ping moments later, he gets it. Twitch, says Terry, I could use some help. Get in the car. Are you okay, by the way, says Twitch. I'll survive, says Terry. Can you drive? I need you to get me to the Exodus Foundation. They've got Cyan. This is a reference to the previous issue. So somehow they knew where they were. Tar and some big ass dude, they came and grabbed her, and he couldn't stop him in time. So Terry's pissed. Don't you dare hurt his daughter. You know that, right? So Twitch looks at his phone again and he sees Sam ping. And Twitch is like, I got a better idea. I think I know where Cyan's at, says Terry. Oh, so it turns out that ping and Cyan's location may have a correlation with one another. So most cops at his precinct think Detective Burke is almost fearless. But Sam knows that fearlessness is mostly a survival tactic. He asks Spawn if he's okay, and Spawn's like, I just need a few minutes, man. I am in so much pain right now, dealing with some stuff, dealing with some juju I ain't never dealt with before. And Sam's like, don't worry, bruh, I got your back. And Sam intends to survive to get through this. So using deadly force against the aggressive attacker, Yoku, he shoots her. Boom, boom, boom. And it goes through holes inside of her, and it hurts. Now the ghost turned to Sam, and he has no idea though how to deal with the ghost. Still, he's willing to put his life on the line. Spawn, what's my move from here, says Sam. This is some freaky stuff, but it's too late. The hordes ascend, and as Spawn is struggling to fend them away, and these ghosts are scratching at Sam, crawling up on Sam, and all he could do is scream. And what possible chance does Detective Burke have to survive? Especially since Yoku has somehow made a miraculous recovery. When are you going to listen, says Yoku. Her eyes turn red. You see the holes inside of her midsection? I was her friend. She needed me. She needed my protection from the evil like you. All Sam could do is hold his damn breath as she advances and he's levitated up in the air with all these ghosts. There's a darkness inside of you, said Yoku. She puts her thumb over his eye, bleeds it shut. A black space where evil can hide. A space that needs to be stripped from your being. She pulls him to the hole in her chest, and it's not the kind of comfort that you would think when our heads are being pulled to the chest. No. It's a peephole. A look to look at the last time he was truly scared, when he was 8 years old and still innocent. We go into this flashback with Sam's dad beating his mother, to the day he remembers when fear washed over him and where he first learned how to hate something or someone. She should have left him the rot, says Sam. Why'd you let him do those things to you, says Yoku. And to her, and all Sam could do as an 8-year-old little boy is watch his dad womanize his mom, abuse her. Why, says Yoku. Why didn't you save her? Oh gosh, why you gotta take off the belt? And she whacked him in the face, reliving that trauma. She did everything she could and you failed her, says Yoku. Spawn grabs Terry by the shirt. What I'm wondering is how deep of a connection you really have with them, because Exodus, Psalm 137, they both need to corrupt and control others for their bullshit to continue. How loyal are you, says Spawn. You know, retain Sam from getting whooped in the belt like that. Oh, she's quite loyal, actually. And the raspy voice belongs to Mr. Merivale, who has brought along his own trusted entourage of his daughter, Tar, their servant Behemoth, and most importantly, Cyan, who the Behemoth is holding. We're the ones that freed Billy Kincaid, who released Jason Wynn. You see, Hellspawn, technology and the supernatural are not as separate as you think. They're both tools to take advantage of when needed. So of course, we rescue young Yoku here when you abandon her, giving her access to the brightest minds we collected. All those brains are inside of her, and that's how you build power, one tiny step at a time, regardless of who it might hurt, because capitalism could be such a beautiful thing. Manipulate investors to give us the seed money for us to barter with the fate of this world. Like your dead zone, Spawn, they're an important piece to all this, says Yoku. You do understand now, Spawn, right? And back in the outside, Terry and Twitch look inside and they're like, you see what I'm saying? Yep, that's my daughter, says Terry. We gotta go in. My thoughts exactly. So they go in. But above, one of the venture capitalists Merivale spoke about watches as his investments are about to go through the roof. Money's about to be made in more ways than one, and we see these red eyes just laughing all the way to the bank as more death is about to come. And that is the end of this issue of King Spawn, issue number 23, where Spawn goes from hunter to the haunted and his deadly battle for survival. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen here, but Spawn, I think you gotta run for your money on this one, and this is about to go down. I can't wait for further issues of King Spawn, issue number 24 and beyond. What you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. And also, if you like the content we're throwing up, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to Rated Comics. Lastly, this video is sponsored by coffee, so if you'd like to buy a boy a cup of coffee, link in description, or donate to the Super Thanks. But the greatest compliment you guys could do is by liking this video and subscribing to Rated Comics YouTube channel. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.